All right, 2019 Ford Ranger, newer body style. If it was built before July of 20 and you're trying to switch between hot and cold, you may hear this clicking, tapping, snapping sound. You have to put an HVAC box in it. You have to pull the dash. And if you have a 1081 or a 1082 code set in the front control interface module, left temperature damper motor, basically there was defective boxes that were built in the early models before July of 20. There's an SSM out on this, so other technicians out there that have not experienced this yet, the SSM that you're going to be referring to is, let me get this pulled up real quick here. I don't mean to show my mug the entire time, so here. 2019 to 20 Ranger climate control will not adjust. Clicking, snapping noise from the dash built on or before 30 July 20. May experience poor and or no temperature change when the temperature is adjusted. In a climate control system, there may be a clicking, snapping noise from behind the instrument panel, which there is. Diagnostic trouble code 1082 or 1081 may also be retrieved from the front control interface module. This may be due to an issue with the blend door and its controls. To avoid repeat repairs, replace the distribution housing heater assembly. Base part number 18478. So you do not replace the evaporator core for this condition. The workshop manual has been updated to reflect this change. Use causal part 18478 and labor operation 19700D33 of the service labor time standards. So you get a pulled dash. So under 1878, you're going to be right here at that plenum core and case assembly. Extra time to replace lower climate control housing. And there's the claim number 19700D34, and then there's a shopping cart for related parts that have to be replaced that go along with it. And then here's the shopping cart: special tools, fluid container, hose clamp removal installer, interior trim remover, and pick hook. And there's your O-ring that they want replaced. That's the base part number. And then there's the bolt, one of them, evaporator assembly 19B555, and then valve air conditioner control 19849. Under warranty, it says you get 4.4 hours to do the job. Let's see what it takes to do the job. Why is my phone focusing like that? Weird. The basic, without getting too in depth, is it's saying you need to start in the engine bay, recover the refrigerant, remove the retainer and AC lines aside, which are the lines right here. They go to the firewall, and there's one nut holding it onto the thermal expansion valve. And then it says remove the two bolts that go through the thermal expansion valve. And clamp and disconnect the heater hoses that go through the heater core. And then remove the instrument panel, and then remove the ducting extensions, remove the dash out of it, remove the seats out of it. And then you have a series of bolts along the top of it and around the case that have to come apart. And then you have lines that have to be disconnected on the side. And then you could pull the whole housing out, and then the whole housing is what's going to end up getting replaced. Yep, let's go get it ordered. I did notice on this wheel too, there's some axle fluid around the flange, and it's causing the brakes to squeak every once in a while. So this guy doesn't have to come out of pocket, and it's 500 miles short of being outside of bumper-to-bumper warranty, and he doesn't have any extended coverage. I'm going to go ahead and causal the axle seal on this side as the reason why the brake pads need to be changed, and this rotor is going to have to be cut. They won't let me cut both rotors. They will only let me cut the affected rotor, and I'll try to do just a light pass to skim the surface so there's not too much deviance, but I'm going to have to actually get this axle seal covered as well. Well, I'm going to pull this back outside while they work on parts and availability, and I just had a Super Duty roll in that has audio problems, and they want me to look at that. So, get this outside, get the Super Duty in. Well, young lady, goodbye for now until your new shoes come in. Well, I wasn't able to get just the axle seal because this is what's called a free floating axle. I think that's what the computer said. And the seal is actually made onto the axle assembly. So there's 4 bolts, the axle assembly with the seal on the axle itself, and that's how you have to replace it. So this customer is going to be getting a whole new axle, as well as the seal on the passenger side also. That's the update. It's 3 to 5 days out on parts. They do have the box available, but it's at the hub, so we have to order it out of the supplier. Probably coming out of Detroit. The axle as well. The axle and the HVAC box, both, I won't be able to get for, they said 3 days minimum, 5 days max, depending on shipping right now and what's available to get them out to the dealer in a timely manner. So the gentleman can come pick up his vehicle in the meantime, or he can leave it. So we'll have further content here coming soon. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.